Welcome, Sagittarius, to our General Love Tarot card reading. Today, I'm very happy you're joining me, and let's start right away. I have already drawn your connection card, the Temperance. That's the bridge between the tarot card deck and your zodiac sign. Why do I do that? I would like to draw the universal energy into our reading today. What I would like you to do is concentrate on that card for a moment, a few seconds. If you want to incorporate that into your morning meditation, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. I will give us a few seconds to concentrate. Okay, let's see what story the cards are telling us today. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. Just take with you what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, as well as leave a comment in the section below, please. And I think this one's to come out. Here's a 9 of Pentacles. Sagittarius, fire sign, ruled by Jupiter. Look, another major arcana, strengths. I like that. You have the 8 of Swords. And we have the Wheel of the Year. Well, isn't that beautiful? A second major arcana in your reading today. So, you're coming from a place where you almost completed what you were working on. There is an accomplishment, there is security, stability, there is kind of joy, a pride of what you achieved so far, and you're bringing that into the present. So there is something you have worked on very hard within your relationship, or with to get into a new relationship, to find the partner, and to look at your life together and building a firm foundation. Very, very nice. So let's see where you are in the present. The present is the 4 of Cups. So, Sagittarius, what happened here? That's the big question. I also can see those 2 cards here, and I kind of think I know where this is going. 4 of Cups. There is a relationship, and that relationship is kind of stuck in something, there's an issue which cannot be resolved. There is some kind of discussion, some kind of a matter which has not been cleared. You can't move forward. There is stagnation, there is restriction. You have to find that out, Sagittarius, because there is so much potential in your relationship, and there is so much love in here, and there is so much joy and fun you can have, but right now you're not moving forward. You kind of, there's not even a circulation, or you circle in the same circling the same road. It's really stuck. There's really restriction. There's kind of really frustration, resignation, and we don't want to keep that. So look into that, look into your intuition, go within, talk to your partner. You are a great conversationalist. You can open up your partner, and you have to find out what it is, what's keeping both of you in that situation where you really don't find a way out, and that's not very satisfying or giving you any kind of satisfaction. Strengths. You see, Sagittarius, you're a fire sign. You're ruled by Jupiter, and the strengths is also presenting fire. It's a connection card for Leo, and as I said, Leo is also a fire sign as well. So there is an underlying temper here, but the card coming up in your story today also tells me that you now need a strength of character. You need to be calm. You have to control yourself. So this is not getting out of control. This is not getting into a situation where you looking at the Eight of Swords and kind of go into some kind of a denial. There's obviously a lot of thought about redirection, re-evaluation, where you are in your relationship. So that all plays a role. This is not a time to kind of spit it out and be spontaneous. This is a time to investigate with each other where you are in your relationship, how you can overcome. What is it you're not seeing? What is it is there a shift you haven't recognized yet, or you have refused to recognize? Something here is moving in a different direction than it's been right now, and either you or your partner doesn't want to do that move, doesn't want to go in that direction, and it's keeping it back. And this is why you've been put into that position of stagnation and resignation and restriction. So again, with strengths right here, that means you, even though you're passionate, even you're kind of more like an active person, what's been asked of you right now is to remain calm, to present the confidence you have in that relationship, really bring it out and show that to your partner. Restrain your personal power a little bit, take yourself a little bit back and give your partner space to express what it is, what they're dealing with right now. If you fail to do that, Sagittarius, right now, you might come into a situation where you've been forced into something you cannot see or you cannot recognize right now. Really, really, definitely, there is something which has not made known to you. There's something which you need to work on. There's something which you have to communicate in order to get out of that rut and really become a happy and spontaneous and fun couple together where you can enjoy each other. Now, the card here, where we have the Wheel of the Year, that is actually something where I want to say a very positive influence. There is a lot of positive potential, a lot of positive energies and vibrations here. And seeing that card right here in connection with what's going on here with the restrictions, everything is actually telling me that there is love, there is connection, there is the will on both sides to go further, to lead a happy life, to celebrate what you have accomplished, and to work with all the energies around you. Now, very important again, those two major arcanas have to complement each other, have to work with each other and not against each other. So your personal power, again, your presence, your being there in that particular moment has to become the support for your partner, who is obviously dealing with some kind of disconnection, insecurity. So you really have to go deeper into that and explore that and try to help to resolve that issue. Open up your eyes and see what's really there. See maybe the hurt which is there with your partner doesn't necessarily have to come from you, but maybe it did. Maybe you did something unintentional which hurt your partner, but there's kind of a restriction. All those powerful energies here are in contrast to that boundaries and restrictions here. But the outcome if you are able to combine that, if you really reach out to your partner and pull them into your happiness and positivity, then you both will see a wonderful time ahead of you. You might not be aware of what's going on here. You might not be really aware that this has happened. But if you really go within, if you really listen to your intuition, the signs are there. You know that something is not as it should be. Let's have a look at our angel cards right here and see where they are coming from. Now, again, it's kind of a little bit of a contradictive message here. So we have healing energy and self-acceptance, as well as spiritual growth, and cut the cord. Cut the cord is something which might have to do with your past. Are you still connected to something which actually brings that hurt and stagnation into your present relationship? Is that something you need to end and leave behind? I mean, have you been separated and you are starting a life with a new partner and you still cannot let go of your former relationship? If those things are present, if those things are the underlying issue of what is going here, what is going on with the stagnation and restriction, then definitely you have to cut that. You have to let the past go in order to make this work. And self-acceptance, yeah, well, Sagittarius, that's always something where you have maybe a little bit of a problem with, because you're freedom loving, you want to have fun, you're very spontaneous, as I said, you talk, you're optimistic, but there's also a very honest and intellectual part in you, and you have to use that honest and intellectual part right now to accept who you really are and where you really are. And then again, that comes back to here and those problems. So maybe you should just accept your part in that problem. You should accept who you are, what you're doing, and what is the actually action you need to do right now. So those things are interesting in combination. If you able to do that, there is the healing energy for your partnership, and there is the spiritual growth for you, which will bring you to the next level and open so much more opportunities and so much more happiness and fulfillment for yourself. So interesting combination. Not only interesting combination, it's a very firm combination. It's a very deep impact you have right now on your relationship. And you see, you also have your connection card is the card which is urging you to restore balance with careful, with tact, and with also restraining your personal power here. And this is really all in your hands to make it a beautiful relationship, and to make not only that, but also to make it for yourself something which fulfills you completely and brings you a lot of happiness, and the celebration of something you really have worked very hard for, and finally have brought to fruition with your partner. And that's what we all want. So don't disregard those feelings, please. Look within, try to find out how you can use your personal power and your strengths to help that relationship to blossom. Sagittarius, this is all I have for you today. Please don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and I talk to you soon. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.